God bless you all and welcome to my channel. I want to show you something, and I'm not making any conclusion, but these are the things I have noticed, and these are things that God put in my heart to speak about it and to show you. Let's look at this image. It says return of the golden age. And when you see, look at it, you see the face like a mask of Egyptian person, and you see Ra, God of sun. You see this eye thing, it's a symbol of Ra, right? Let's look at the next image. It says golden age. Now we see pyramid, and we see the snake, the dragon, the golden age and dragon. Yes. And before it was saying return of golden age, the book, and then golden age, the dragon. So we know with what, golden age is associated. Now look at this picture. We know that the demons, the ancient gods, they're all the same. They're all the same, but they have different names and they're pictured in different ways. Look at this one. This is also about golden age, and this is how it looks like. Look at that, and please remember this picture in your mind. Remember the gold, and remember the purple. You see those like purple stars, like purple circles, and look at the colors: yellow, red, blue, and green. Look at this photo. You see golden age. And it's interesting, what do we have on top? Look at the colors. Look, it looks like Washington. And look, it says golden age. And on top of that, you see round. It looks like portal to me, right? Let's look at the next photo. Again, do you see red, blue, white, yellow? Again, yellow. And look, the portal. It looks like a circle. Looks like a round. Do you see this? Please pay attention to what you see right now. This is for a reason. Look at this. And now this is Ra, the god sun. This is the god that is worshipped by Freemasons, by illuminatti. The god Ra. This is what they worship. Look at that. It looks like a portal, right? We see the fire. Look at this, the statues and everything. And the colors. Look at this one. Golden gods, right? Look at this. Again, gold. And this also looks like Ra. And look at the colors. Yellow, red, and blue again. And also like Tiffany blue. This is one of the colors of illuminatti. This is how they, express themselves by wearing these colors. So let's go to my community. 11 months ago, I said, this is what God was showing me. I saw the vision of Egyptian God, and at that moment, I did not understand. But also God was showing me eclipse. He was speaking about NASA, dragon, the devil. This is another post I did 11 months ago, and again, God was showing me, and then I realized He was showing me Ra, the God Son. This is what He was showing me. Look at His colors. Blue, red, gold, right, like yellow. Another thing that God showed me 11 months ago, I saw a vision of flying kite. At that moment, I did not understand why, but it was connected to the eclipse. And I saw it, I think I saw it like 2 times or 3 times. At that moment, I had no understanding why. Now I have. Look at the next photo. Do you see from where, this is understanding where they came from. They were using them in China and in other, nations in their religion. Look, do you see how many kites, and they represent those gods? Look at that. Look. This is also kite, and this looks like a dragon. Chinese red dragon, the devil again. Look at that. Now let's see at Ra. Again, we can see that he's holding something. We see the snake. So the flying kite is a flying snake. And his sign is the way of worship of this god, Ra. Look at him. Then God was showing me, I saw, dragon and everything in that vision. God was showing me constellation and he was showing me dragon. It was 11 months ago. I think it was Chinese year of dragon. They were celebrating dragon, the Satan. Now I want you to see this. Now I want you to see this. And this is very, very interesting. Look at that. I look at the colors. Blue, red, white, and golden. Yellow color. Golden age. Look at the color. Blue, red, white. And look, yellow. There is yellow as well in that. And I want to take you back to the post. Look. Does it symbolize anything? Look at that. Red, blue, white, yellow. And look at that. Golden age. And again, we see portal on top of Washington. Hill. On the picture of left, is this Capitol Hill? This white thing. This is the photo of Capitol Hill. And these I did not prepare from before. I just was passing through this and I remember. So this is Capitol Hill and this is Capitol Hill. And I have posted in my community. If I find this, I will put it that God was telling me Capitol Hill. He was telling me that. He was giving me signs again. And I had no idea at that moment. But look at that Capitol Hill and the portal that is open. And we know that in eclipse and last year and that they were opening portals. We know that, right? We know that the CERN are opening portals. We know that, right? And we know that last year they were opening portals. How interesting is that? Golden age, open demonic portal, circle that looks like a snake, the serpent, and the colors. Let's go to add of AI generated video. And look at this. It says, what's next? Do you see colors? Blue, red, white, right? And ruins. And look at the photo next to it. You can all go and check it. And this like a cave, like a circle, and people come out of it. To me, it looks like a portal. Look at that. It looks like a portal. Look at this photo again. Again, we see round, snake, golden age, colors. And look at this again. Look at this, the portal. It looks like a portal and the circle. You see that stone? You see this thing? It reminds of that snake that we saw on the previous photo. Now look at this, what I found. This also, Ra was represented in different way. But look, this is the statue of Ra. Look at him. He is sitting. There is a portal surrounding him, like he's in the portal. Is this prophetic? Look at that. Look at this very, very well. This is Ra. This is how Ra is portrayed. Look, he's gold. And look what he's standing on top of what? Look what he's standing. Yeah, we see that. Let's look at this photo. Isn't it interesting? Look at the statues. And look at that big statue. Again, look at this. Is it similar to anything that you have seen before? Look at this statue. Look where it's standing on top. Look at that golden image. You know what? When I look at this golden image, you know what reminds me? It reminds me when Moses was on the mountain and they created golden calf and they set it as statue and they were worshipping it and they were bowing to it. Baal, his other name is Ra, the god Sun, the god of sun. Look at that. Do you see this? Look at that. Look at this golden calf. Golden calf. Golden calf, yeah? And people around him standing and worshipping. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go back to the art. Does it remind you of anything when you look at that? Oh, do you see those purple balloons? Please look at these purple balloons. Look at them very well. Do they remind you of anything that I have shown you before? The golden age, the gold and the purple. What a beauty, right? I want to show you something else. Look at these dancers. Look at these dancers of the gold age that we see in mythology. It all makes sense. There is nothing that is portrayed without a reason. Look at this. What a beauty, right? Does it remind you of anything? Let's look at the picture from the Gasa art. Let's look at it. Does it remind you of anything? Very similar atmosphere, right? And very similar dancers. And oh, they even have mustache. That's interesting. I want to show you something else. Look at this, Economist. Oh, we know that Economist was always very, very prophetic. Does it look like money to you falling from the sky? And the person who looks like Caesar? Has private credit's golden age already ended? Look at this. Very interesting. Again, we see the golden age. And look at this. Oh, we see again money falling from the sky in this ad, right? In this advertisement. And it's interesting, if we go back to the comics, I mean, this is very, very interesting. You know, this person is standing, look like a superhero, like a savior, in all these clothes and everything with these colors. Look at the hairstyle. Look at him. But there is satanic portal behind him. And one of the last things that I want to show you is this balloon. In this art, you can see there was a golden balloon. Okay, again, golden balloon. With this face. You know which face we're talking about, right? And I said to myself, what if I turn it upside down? And I did. And look at that picture. Do you see anything here? Do you see a bird? Does it look like there is a bird there if you turn it upside down? Does this symbol look like that one? That God? That Ra that used to be portrayed in this way like a bird? What about this eye? Do you see the eye? Do you see the eyebrows, that they are even in the same shape? Again, do you see the statue of the Ra? Do you see that statue? And everything is golden. I'm not gonna suggest anything, and I'm not gonna leave any comment. I am not implying anything, and I'm not suggesting anything. But I want to end this message like that. Be sober, vigilant, for the enemy is a roaring lion, seeking whom to devour. And also be sober, vigilant, because we live in last days. And remember this, Jesus says, be careful, do not be deceived. We need to be careful, so as no one will deceive us. We need our eyes to be open at what is happening, at what is being revealed to us. God bless you.